Tim.
Howdy.
What you doing?
Hanging out.
Yeah?
Yeah. Waiting to go on.
Yeah? You want to show us the side of your booth?
Sure. Yeah. This side's not very exciting.
Okay.
This side is the everyday side. This is the side that hopefully you guys already own. So let's show you the new side.
Okay.
The new side, which is on the back side, which is, well, you know, how
Yeah.
this is. Well, we can talk about this beauty. Vagabond 2.
Jen showed us that,
Very
and then
nice.
we had Rochelle show us again.
See, is it Rochelle a star?
Yeah.
She is. She's amazing.
Sorry.
Hi, how are you? Yeah. Have you taken them through the booth yet?
Yeah, kind of.
Go take a look at everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Come on through. So, one of the most exciting things, of course, in the village is we have all of the dwellings. So we introduced the new dwelling. This is the brownstone. Now the brownstone, you can see in comparison to the original dwelling, has quite a bit of height to it, but also very narrow. But of course, we can also position that building sideways. So when you're doing your village, the whole idea was something that when you invest in these dwellings, you'll be able to kind of modify it. And we also wanted to show that any of the overlays, the winter overlay or any of that, you can incorporate on either building. So what you also notice on the brownstone is this little top piece. This is included in the die, and the reason we included it is because the bell tower, if you already own that die, that bell tower die, the pitch of this roof is different than this, so that's why that piece is included. All right, so if you have this die and you're like, what is that extra box for? That's if you own the bell tower, you can fit it onto that roof line if you wanted to do that. But you can see up here, you know, our designers really have taken this to the next level by taking the dwelling, for example, and doubling up on it, kind of sliding one inside the other to make a much longer building. You can see that we've kind of created village just by changing the color, using all the different papers and the new rooftop dies. So this one, you can see you can create different types and different textures of roof tiles because this die will just cut different strips. So whether you're doing a shake roof or a tiled roof or a slate roof, you can do that as well. Here you can see this great, it's an awesome little cottage, just using both buildings connected to each other. So there's a dwelling in the brownstone. You can see that, yeah, the sky's the limit. It's so good to see, I think, the possibilities of creating the village, and it just gets better. We've got stuff throughout the whole year with this. Trust me on that. So here on the new releases, we really try to inspire with the new thinlits, showing you all of the words. Again, if you're into planners or wanting to just create some quotes, this is a great little planner book using all of the different months and days. This is the new doily. So this is just a great way that you can incorporate dies if you wanted to create your own planner. This is using the worn cover, but you can also use these words to create great quotes on cards and scrapbooks and mixed media. Of course, down here, the new frameworks. We introduced this new plus sign, which makes a really great background for your mixed media projects, but frameworks really allow you to kind of use the positive and negative space of those dies. Then for those that are loving the birds, so in addition to the bird crazy and the crazy things, this is the new mini bird crazy and crazy things. So it takes both sets, combine them. We shrunk the size by about 45%, so you can see up here the size comparison. And we've also, on this particular mini, flipped the perspective of the birds so they can look at each other and have, I think, more of a conversation.
Nice.
It's cool. Yep, I like it. Up here you can see this is a lot of those more detailed thinlits, really pretty side of alterations. So you can see the doily combined with the tiny tattered floral makes a really great project. You see the wildflowers here, real detail in these thinlit dies, which I think are awesome for great projects. And then the layered butterflies, one of my favorites because this die contains 2 different butterflies, but it has 4 dies. So you have the solid of that and you have this detailed layer for both. So you can combine them and layer them or use them individually. You'll also see on some of these, and you can see on this particular card right here, these are those new stitched dies. What's cool about these stitch dies, I'm just trying to show you, I'm looking up here for another one. As far as pausing, I'm like looking around. I know we have other samples because this one just shows that hand stitch design. So it's got that zigzag and that straight stitch, and we did this in oval as well as rectangular. Oh, here it is. That's what I was looking for. See that little border down there? That's also part of the stitch die. Is the camera picking up? That's what I'm trying to see. Oh, there we go. Because that's got that, it's kind of it's a hand done zigzag and straight stitch, which is really cool. These, one of my favorites, this is mixed media. So this was the mixed media 1 that we brought out last year. Now we have mixed media 2 and mixed media 3. So you can see the typo and brick and lace and all of these great ways to use that negative space of your die cut designs. which I love. Then we have steampunk. Oh,
my favorite.
I know. If you are a fan of steampunk, we have a lot of new dyes. We have the new Dapper, which creates this really great negative space, but you can also use the positive pieces of that. Let's not forget. We have the new gadget gears of all these thin little gears that you can see on so many of these different projects. They're so detailed. We've included even a corner die of that, so you can cut out your metallic cardstocks and foil cardstocks. We also have a larger gadget gear that's going to be this guy that creates these giant gears in the background. So it's just really a nice way to introduce that steampunk back into alterations. And of course, one of my favorites, the thin-lit stenciled numbers. So it does that die cut stencil through there, which is super cool. Just some other ones, we have the new typo alphabet in upper and lowercase. I love this card because it looks like an actual typewriter. We did it reverse where it strikes through, but of course it is designed to cut a full forward alphabet. And then the new texture fades. So all of those great textures like houndstooth and herringbone and the plus sign and pinwheel and tailored really gives good backgrounds, but not only to a masculine side, but it's still a great pattern for a much softer palette of cards as well. So hope you guys enjoyed a little peek. We're gonna go demo.